Peace, my family, and brought back to all those coming out of the cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. You should listen to all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up this right in your higher nature family and most definitely cleansing, because if you don't know, now you know. Oh yes, we must cleanse. Cleansing that lower nature, those lower frequency energies family. This is how you begin to purify your soul and have those metamorphosis experiences along the journey that will help you to get towards the Most High and taking on that good journey with that. Alright, so first and foremost, our praises to a new glorified and exalted and glory and honor to Jesus, Joshua 2 and 3. Family, we must understand, going through this good journey, you're going to learn a lot about yourselves. Things that you didn't know, knowledge that the Most High wanted you to know. Having that right knowledge will begin to open your eyes to things that were hidden, things that needed to be renewed within your history, and knowing exactly what you are, right? Because whether you know this or not, the Anunnaki, the Ninakim, the Elohim, and the Naru is the ice in the Bible that it speaks of, in the image and after the likeness of the Anunnaki. So we must understand this. This is what has been hidden for thousands of years, and it's time for you to know. Now, where's the evidence of this, right? Well, guess what? The Most High has sent us everything that we need and more through our master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York Elm. He has given us the right knowledge, and in the right knowledge, you will find the book called The Holy Tablets, the Great Book of the Living, which is something that I've been sharing on my channel for a while now. And it's something for you to really take the time, the evidence, right? The proof, right? To see for yourselves, right? And see how, the science of creation, how the Most High's glorified and exalted has created this appointed by the El Kalim. You must understand that everything around you is truly deeper than what it seems. Once you begin to, go past the surface, get deeper than just the surface level conversations, right? Have these deeper conversations that will help you to link in the missing links, the pieces to the puzzle that is needed for you to piece it all together, right? You see, if it's something that in this world that is being spoken of and things are being hidden about and people don't want to say certain things about it, family, that means it's something that you must need to take a deeper look into, because it's something there, right? And that connection, when you begin to make that connection, because everything in life, within nature, within us, it's all interconnected, family. Everything's connected, and this is where, they try to lose people, right? Because, again, my family, when you begin to see that this is how the game is played, try to, divide and conquer and make you feel that, we are not all one, when we truly are, right? Once you begin to see that everything in nature works together, and it's the same way us as humans, we are, when we begin to work together, for the betterment of our existence. Once we begin to take care of and know our true roots, know where we come from, ancient Cameroon, Egypt, right? Those things that we must know and must need to remember, and we once knew, right? But due to the spell of Kingu, the hypnotic spell of racial blindness and spiritual ignorance, we got an amnesia through the spell 6,000 years ago. And we must understand that it's time now, we know it's time now, the spell must become lifted. The spell must become lifted. And once you begin to truly see this, though, that means the truth must be revealed to where you can reach your divinity and reclaim your godhood once again. We are in these days and times, and with all the knowledge and information that's coming out all over the world, family, with all the information of this Aquarian age is coming out, right? You must understand that and be mindful of the information that you are being given, because again, my family, when the Most High gives you something, He doesn't have you confused. He breaks it all the way down. So it can be so clear, right? In the words of my master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.R.L., he gives us everything that we need and more, right? Now, our master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.R.L., is a celestial being, an angelic being, an extraterrestrial. And people may think like, an extraterrestrial, like it just means someone that is not from here, right? Right? Something extra, something that's not from here. And when you begin to see what angels really mean, right? As far as in the Bible and certain other texts, right? Angels means messengers, right? And messengers from where? On high, family. And once you begin to see that this is what it all is, and what do you think Omnipotent Jesus, Joshua Timbers Forrest was, right? How it was, right? He says he's not from here, so where is he from, right? I'm from above. Where is he from, right? When you look up above, like what do you get? You get stars, constellations, galaxies, right? All of these things connect, and it's no coincidences that it's connected to Orion star constellation, and the pyramids are direct connection and alignment with the Orion star constellation. Family, there's no coincidences. Once you begin to connect and really see things for what they are and what you are being told with, the true story, right, of Yahshua, right, and that is in the Holy Tablets, Great Book of the Living, what really happened to him in way more detailed, right? This is why it's very important that you get the right knowledge. You get the Holy Tablets. It will break it all down for you. The science of creation, the true story of the Anunnaki, the Netherlands, in more detail, to break it all the way down for you so you can begin to know truly for yourself who you are. And the thing about it is, though, you see, they don't want you to make that connection. When you begin to realize that all the ancient knowledge came from the mystery schools, the greater mystery schools, all the knowledge of this planets and this balanced universes, family, it came from the Most High, and they were connected with the Most High, Anunnaki. That's what the Anunnaki really means, right? Things that were sent was actually, beings that were sent. Anu, Aki. Beings that were sent in groups of 50. Not necessarily, speaking and calling them, the Anunnaki, right? They were actually the Ritzians, okay? And that's their name, their galactical name, the Ritzians, right? It gets deeper, family. But to make people begin to see things on the surface, right? That's the way it truly all is, because this is where you begin to connect and you go back into the ancient text and begin to get the original stories of what really happened. That is going to be needed for raising of consciousness levels up. That's what's going to be needed to reach your divinity. You have to know these stories. You have to know thyself, right? That's the connection. This is how you tap into, by knowing the knowledge and applying it to your life. Once you begin to do that, you begin to connect. And the Most High will begin to work with you and connect with you. Once you begin to raise on the level of thinking that He wants you to be by knowing who you are. When He knows that you know who you are, know yourself. In time, in divine timing, He'll begin to communicate with you in divine timing, okay? It's not about your timing, it's about divine timing. And when He knows on your path, where you are on it, that you are ready, And everybody's times are different when it comes to certain things, right? And our Master Teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. has different names. He's Archangel Michael, right? He's Mikael. He is Marduk, right? He is Yanu, right? All of this is different titles and names, right? In different cultures, right? And we're speaking on the same person. All of it is connected, okay? When you begin to connect back, realize that everyone, has certain titles and different, stages and different levels or planes of existence. It's the best way I can describe it, right? So, yeah, when we're speaking on it, He's here, right? And He's here to help us all, right? Awaken to who we truly are and get our Godhead back, right? And key thing is, you must learn how to truly connect with yourself. And that true authenticity is about being yourself, being what the Most High has created you to be, looking like in His image and after His likeness. You know what I mean? That us looking like the ones, the Elohim, the Anunnaki, the Neteru, who procreated you and created you to be who you are. All of it is where you begin to truly see yourself and who you are and connect back. And when you check out the Holy Tablets, right, you begin to see the pictures in the Holy Tablets. You begin to see the pictures that our Master Teacher put out, and you begin to see their features and everything that they look like. Family, whether you realize or not, they look like you. And this is where you came from, right? Within the heavens, right? And this is where, that moment is going to happen, because that's where you begin to truly reconnect. See things for what they are, not for people who want you to create things to be, or giving you certain pieces and certain truths and then lies on top of that. Question: do you really think you're going to get the information, about yourselves from people that don't look like you and then create you? Wouldn't you think that you get the information from the ones that, procreated you, right? Wouldn't you think that first and foremost, right? So we must start thinking in that way, right? That's where you get your information from. You get the information from your people, family. And once you begin to see this, right, as you begin to go through the journey, right, it's not just about in a book, right? Because, like I told y'all before, the books begin to come alive. It's very highly spiritual, family. The books are alive in a way, because family, the Most High will begin to show you things. You'll begin to have encounters, right? That you can no longer deny. These things happen. You know how they say, angels appearing in human form and things like that. Well, guess what? You're speaking on not spiritual beings, but of course we're spiritual beings, but we're talking about physical beings, right? In the flesh. Angels that come in the flesh, physical beings, extraterrestrials that come in the flesh. Physical beings, okay? The Neteru, the Anunnaki, ancient ones, Elohim. It's all connected. We are all one family. All mixed up in all, yes. And we weren't supposed to mix our seed, that's right. But we still are all mixed in all. So once you begin to truly see things for what they are and have the knowledge of self, have the science behind it, because guess what, you know it's not, the letter is a spiritual science, nature is a spiritual science. Once you begin to see that for yourself and do your studies, that's why it's very important to read. And if you feel like you're not a reader, right, you have no excuses nowadays, because nowadays they have apps where actually can, copy the text and actually read it for you. So, family, you have many ways to get to it. You have many ways to raise your consciousness up as a family. At this point, it is no more excuses, right? The knowledge is here, and it's free. It makes you free. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, let's get to it. As we begin to truly see things for what they are, this is when we begin to have those awakening moments. We begin to see the world for what it really is, that we've been warned about, right? Throughout Jesus, Joshua, to Miss Horace, really on point, right? Glory, honor, right? Once you begin to see what he wanted you to know, and the truth all about love, family, and that's where it's going to take, because that's the highest frequencies, family, whether you know what it's or not. It's love. So if you're not moving in love, you're not embodying love, then what you're doing, right? And again, my family, of course, it's about having boundaries when it comes to people that treat you a certain way. You gotta have your boundaries, right? You gotta have respect for yourself. You first have to love yourself before you can build that love and give it to other people, family, of course. That's why it's very important that you begin to take care of yourself, because that's love. And then once you begin to do that, family, that's when you start resonating that love frequency, because it starts with you first. It starts with you being honest with yourself. And taking care of yourself is, of course, making sure you have people around you that truly love you, not toxic, right? That keeps you in these same dead spaces, dead planes of existence, family. Doing the same things over and over again, those bad habits that you know deep down within yourself, you are destroying yourselves. We must understand that it's at moments in time that it will be time to lay it on down and get yourself together, because that's what it's going to take. If the Most High is calling you to do certain things, then that means it's time for you to work toward that, right? Walking toward that, and knowing that what the Most High is telling you to do with getting on this right path, beautiful things will come out of it. Always the best thing for you. But the Most High cannot do it for you. You have to actually get up and do it for yourselves. Because the Most High can give you everything you need, but it's on you to actually get up and do it. It's on you to clean up your own life as a child of God, as ye are gods. You are responsible for your own life in the course of it, due to the free will, family. And so it's up to you to choose to use that free will positively and not negatively, right? Use it for your good. Walking towards your good. You know what I mean? Because once you begin to see these things for yourself, when you look at your life and see how you've been moving in it your whole life, and as much peace you can create in it, because once you begin to stop feeling sorry for yourself and your shame and depression and pain and suffering, all the things that you experience in this life, the lustful acts, you know what I mean? All these things that people have done, right, that they're not proud of, right? It's time for you to forgive yourself for those things and repent to the Most High. That's how you begin to cleanse and purify and cleanse your temple of all the things that you have ever done. Confessions, talking to the Most High about it all. Putting your pride aside, putting that ego aside. This is how you begin to reach the love, when you begin to realize that You are nothing without the Most High who created you. That is the reason why you are here. Because the Most High and the beings help our creators created you. And it's about honor and respect. Because guess what? Whether you realize or not, they find it very disrespectful when you are out here, not in the image that He created you, and in the image of the beast, out here looking like something that you're not. So you must understand and begin to realign yourself and commit it back to your true family, your spiritual family, your galactical family. Because your galactical family, oh yes, they love you. They love you beyond the love that you can even imagine, right? That divine love is something that you may not even be able to imagine, that type of love that the Most High has for you. And that love is always rooting for you, even through all the things that you have done in your life in these lifetimes of existence for thousands of years, family. And once you begin to see what this is all about, not worrying about, everything else got going on or everyone else got going on. It's about, the journey is about you and making sure that you cleaning up your plate and you doing what needs to be done for, your well-being, for your soul's sake, right? And then you begin to help others that's on the same, frequency and vibration of that love, realizing that we are all one and we all here to help each other and work together and uplift each other for, the betterment of, humanity, right? The world, right? That's what this is, the planet, right? So, everything that you need, the Most High has already given you. And it's just time for you to really see for yourself. If you're ready for that, you're ready for the Great Awakening, you're ready to eliminate the lies, and let the falsehoods perish, and let truth rise. It's here, just for you. You better know that you are loved so much beyond this world, oh yes, and in it. Begin to spread that love, family, one to another. Get that peace that you seek. Release a master teacher, Dr. Malachi out. Peace, shalom, I should define love, family, and why do? Because it is.